Teammates indeed, great appreciation for each other. Leon may have just deserved or found a new nickname for himself, the Gentleman. I like that. The Gentleman, according to Soin himself.
You can definitely tell the crowd is really here to support, to be fair, also Soin, but also Leon. And I think the Gentleman is drawing them in.
Yeah, and the boys over on the sofa earlier were already wondering, contemplating, you might say, what kind of strategy we're going to be seeing here. Human versus ORC has been in a pretty interesting state of exploration over the last few months. We've seen many different playstyles. Archmage is the talk of the town right now, but before that also we saw a lot of Mountain King first. Expansion heavy play we saw a lot, especially on the right maps. I would say specifically Hammerfall, where we are here, is quite the good map for a fast expo, but over the last few weeks, seems like humans have more been honing in on that one base style again. The couch was talking about the one base into a rifle play, and that's going to require a tech, a tier 2, a fast Mountain King, and then the strong human units to join in soon. It's going to be headhunters versus rifles, most likely, if everything here stays according to plan.
Yeah, I see that. It definitely looks like that, and it might not look so exciting, but if you've ever played this matchup, these situations are insanely stressful because every mistake costs you dearly in the early game and everything spirals down from the early.
Yeah, absolutely right. Archmage is very frail early on, the squishiest hero on level 1. The Ring of Protection helps him out a bit here. Not his favorite item though. Rather, normally he wants some more damage, some claws of attack. He's going for a bunch of footmen here. I think it's 5 total, upgrading defend. And once defend is finished, then you can try to fight against the headhunters quite well. Humans love to pair that, especially with the level 3 and level 2 water elementals as well. Then you have a really strong attack going your way, but that's not the case here for Leon. He only got 1 creep camp, stuck on level 1 for a long time, which isn't ideal. And the tech is really late, by the way. Where is Leon's tech?
I'm not sure, but I do have to give it to Soin. He is doing this masterfully, keeping Leon blocked, keeping him on level 1. Not even level 2 there for him, so I think the burrows might be safe for the foreseeable future, and I think that's exactly what Soin wants to have.
Man, this looks like an awkward game for Leon so far. He's got 450 lumber guys.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going for. Ah, and there we see the militia. It's a militia only creep with the staff, and it's going to be a fast expansion.
Oh, the footies are trying to keep the Orc army busy. This is going to be a late expansion if it does finish. The footmen here are very sturdy indeed against the headhunters. Distracting with the water elemental. Leon busting out the plays while it's creeping up this northern camp, which isn't that difficult. Getting level 2 there finally. The footies though being sacrificed now. Attacking the wolves, maybe not perfect. Maybe should be trying to attack the headhunters. But Leon here is buying a lot of time with these footies indeed. He's making more of them. Still difficult to bring down. Farseer still a little bit away from that level 2. But so far it seems like Leon, or rather Soin, excuse me, has not realized that there was also an expo creep happening.
Yeah, the distraction was really, really nice. And if Soin can keep this up, the other Soin, Leon can keep this up for the next 1 or 2 minutes, fooling Soin basically, and then I think he's in the all clear. Of course, now he has to work with a diminished amount of footmen, and we'll see if he can defend the incoming goal.
No mana for a new water elemental at the moment, but there's still one available, and the defense footies here are still pretty good. Arcane Tower being upgraded in the back. Very important to have this one finish. If the headhunters get too close, they can cancel it easily. Oh, that is going to be the goal here. What is the targeting? Going for one footy that was hurt right away and going for the tower right after. Easy cancel there. But perhaps most importantly, you want to keep the peasants alive. One has died, but the rest are mostly fine for the time being.
Oh, even microing back every single headhunter, I think. As soon as we see a second hero, this might go into major hurt, or it will just be the counter expansion.
Yeah, TC's on the way. In fact, he's out already. He can pick up some items, bring some salves, heal up the boys. And Leon is far from out of the woods. Still lots of pressure facing him. Some militia being called from the main base. And that is some pressure relieved, maybe, as the town hall is finally up, but still no arcane tower.
But you can tell the gentleman doesn't want to have things end right at this moment. You see beautiful denies on the footman. Still vital experience taken from the Farseer, and these are exactly the things you have to do in this defense.
Ideally, Leon would love to be level 3 here. Be able to rely on those water elementals level 2. Still waiting for the tower to finish, would also love to have a shop. Leon, it seems like he needs a lot of things. It's Shockwave to start things off right away onto the tower, but not too many headhunters here. They were in the back, healing up the tower or the headhunters. Which will prevail? Big moment for Leon. In comes the shockwave. Lots of damage. The tower is again cancelled. Still no arcane. The wolf's still an issue. And Soin taking the lead here in this early game, it seems.
Remote. This is really looking rough for Leon. I don't want to call things early, and I don't think I have to yet, but it's definitely entering the danger zone.
Yeah, Farseer summoning another set of wolves. If the Farseer gets level 3, that's when things get really difficult against the level 2 wolves. We're not there yet, but he's getting more experience. Little by little. These footies are fueling up the Orc heroes, filling the coffers in terms of experience. Headhunters being pulled back, heal salves again applied. And this darn Arcane Tower, man, this darn Arcane Tower. And also the darn wolves! Always chasing after the Archmage.
Man, the Archmage always so low, he can't really contribute anything. And we have the first Raider, the first Shaman coming in. So the pressure is going to be really high, especially...
Oh, TC!
Oh!
Got him!
This around! No way!
Fighting out. Can he get out? TC level 1.
Oh,
not that tanky.
There.
He has to give over the TP. Still surrounded. Well done by Leon. And finally, he can breathe a bit and relax.
Wow, Remo, I didn't really see this coming at all. Out of nowhere, the TC's around. Everything is falling to pieces, and suddenly Leon is there. Snap like a whistle. He gets... to back off.
And he needed that. He needed that, man. He would love to take one green camp as well. Get the level 3. Oh, the Hydra camp, guys. The Hydra camp is dangerous. Leon knows this better than most, but he still dares. And indeed, now he has the time because Soin is backing off for a bit and creeping up his natural. Maybe he's going to counter-expand.
Yeah, I would be guessing you already see the peon moving in. This is the move. But at this point, I think things are still looking pretty good for Soin. I mean, he has the Shaman, the level 2 water elementals basically have no value except for Soin, for XP. And we'll see if he can defend the next push, which is potentially incoming, or maybe Soin is taking a defensive, actually.
Having the shop up already is really good for Leon. He's healing up right now. Regen scroll really good on footies. If you can save a bunch of them, you get a ton of value out of it. And I guess we haven't touched on the supply numbers yet, but there we see Soin in the lead. He may have had no expansion this whole time, but he basically lost nothing. Remember all those great holds, or all those great saves rather, on the Headhunters? Is coming in for the next big attack. You pointed out correctly, the Water Elementals aren't doing anything really here. It's up to the Footman, basically alone. Leon has to buy time for the second hero. We don't know exactly what his second hero that is. There's a number of choices, but he needs to stall for the second hero to join.
And Tier 2 will finish in just a few moments for Leon, and then we hopefully get some clarity. But until then, Soin is really putting up the pressure. It's so difficult to hold against Raider, Shaman, Headhunter. It's not easy.
Tons of Ensnares flying. Every Ensnare is basically a kill. The footies here, they're already slow with the defend. With the Ensnare, they can't move at all. Shaman are starting to run low on mana, but it is just enough to get rid of the Water Elementals over and over. Shop gonna be taken out. Now we finally see the second hero. It is the Mountain King, indeed. Also the Lumber upgrade coming. But Leon, man, he is losing so many units. And when is he gonna have the chance to take momentum in this game? Right now, we can't see it yet.
I really don't see it. I mean, also think about the next incoming units for Leon. Those will potentially be casters, and against this amount of Raiders, Headhunters, I don't see casters at low amount having any major impact except for feeding. So this will be super difficult.
Yeah, Leon still needs lots more time. Lots more time. And Lumber, I guess you also need the first Sanctum only coming up now, not even done yet. TC already level 3. The experience lead is insane. It's a full level 3.5 hero ahead.
Just imagine Soin now having a scroll, feeling the value on that. That would, I think, be the death warrant for Leon. But so far, everything is kind of low, and Leon might actually manage to fight himself out of this corner.
MK is finally out with a Stormbolt. You can hope to find some kills. You mentioned the heal scroll before. I'm sure Soin's going to get it on the way back. Beautifully played by Soin, getting so many kills and losing basically nothing.
Yeah, look at his army. Everything is red. The value that you would have on a good old human regeneration scroll.
Yeah, would be nutty. Speaking of which, Leon would also love to rebuild that shop. He's been suffering from pretty low lumber for a long time, but now he's going to have the second Sanctum up soon. Again, he's going to have a bit of time to breathe, but Soin might strike back very soon, and this time with heal scrolls. Taking a look at the inventory, we see one heal scroll on the TC. He used one already, in fact. So he bought 2, used 1, and going right back at it.
And you mentioned it before, the supply is really not speaking in terms of Leon. Currently, we have 46 against 57. this is going to be rough to hold, I think.
Would love to see these tank items being given to the Mountain King. He's of course going to be the front liner here. And Soin coming back with the next creep deck. Leon just has absolutely no time to breathe. Stormbolt, maybe finally a kill. Hey, Leon gets one.
Nice, there we go, and the audience goes wild. You can see the gentleman has his crew behind him.
Yeah, gentlemanly warfare here on map 1 so far, though. Soin, the nasty horde, having the upper hand. But Leon is still benefiting from lots of income. He's got 700 gold, good bank here. And the general rule of thumb is, the later the game goes, the better the human army becomes. In high numbers, with lots of casters, with some breakers as well, and if you finally get some levels. But Soin is doing such a good job constricting the movement of Leon and really starving him of creep resources. Yeah. Taking away the lab, catching him at the gold mine, taking away the shop in the north as well. He could take away the red maybe, certainly the second lab he will be able to take. And Leon is being suffocated in his main base.
Yeah,
I think there's even a sentry ward. Oh, there's even a sentry seeing when Leon moves out.
Oh man, and this might be just a creep check, and with the amount of raiders that he has, this will certainly be a forced DP. I don't think there's... And here comes the caster curse, maybe? It is a creep check.
Soin is coming. Leon is going to get at least one creep here, but there's no way he has the time for the item. Leon has to try to go for a play like this.
And still
is
no
there
level
enough
2
damage? Actually... Could have gone worse, you know, could have gone worse. At least all the units survived.
It could have been worse, but the MK is still level 1, and we all know what happens if you only have a second hero on level 1 while the other one is quickly reaching level 4.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. This TC off to the races. He was battling and brawling, getting so many kills earlier on. Soin now finds himself with a big lead this game. Very strong heroes, good items, and more than 70 supply already. Mountain King Clap, AoE can be sick against this, but it's only level 1 Clap, with the MK only now reaching that level 2.
Yeah, and Soin is already anticipating this. He has another heal scroll, so he should be safe against at least 1 or 2 claps, and they're still level 1. They don't do all that much yet. It's the level 2 clap that you really need to dominate these fights.
For the first time in like 7 minutes, Leon is allowed to creep a camp for free. Soin isn't here instantly to jack him. Leon is going to take this experience gladly. Going to get more for the Mountain King and the Archmage. Not solo creeping him here though. MK not getting super close to level 3 just yet. But guess what? Soin didn't give him much time because he's right back.
No, he's back. I was wondering if we were in the Twilight Zone, but no, we're not. It was just a small intermission, and now we have fighting again. Leon really doesn't get a lot of chance to take any breath. And Soin is going at the... He's going for the throat. I mean, this one will hurt a lot.
Good timing on the militia call. They are going to help out, but of course this late into the game, the militia aren't that amazing. Shockwave flies in, good damage. Heal scroll though, also huge healing being done by the human forces. If Leon can win this fight and keep on creeping and keep on leveling, he might come back into this game. Soin also under pressure here. He wants to build on his advantage and ideally win this fight and win this game right now. If he gets the MK, this might be good enough for map 1. Item pass, heal potion.
Oh, he goes down. Oh god, I was just gonna say that for the first time Leon actually managed to swap out the supply numbers, but the MK goes down, and with that Leon has to retreat. And you see the nets are flying left and right, the purges are coming in. This retreat will not be cheap, and I think Leon is in greater trouble than he's been, well, not maybe the entire game, but for a while.
Yeah. And the Orc heroes just keep getting stronger. Level 5 now in the Farce here. That Chain Lightning does crazy damage.
And the red spot will be 5 for the TC, I think.
Yes. Soin playing such a great Boa Constrictor style, just always sticking around, always able to squeeze a little bit tighter, never giving Leon any inch, almost no time to breathe. Leon playing a good game here, but so far not good enough. Soin has a gigantic lead now. Yeah, with the TC. And picking up another big item.
You see this on the lower levels, and this is something that happens to me a lot. People are getting impatient. Soin is not impatient. You mentioned the boa, he's just keeping just out of range, keeping the noose really close, and Leon is having the fight of his life to stay in this game. It's super hard. Soin is...
Yeah, doing an excellent job so far. Soin, of course, before this, he won the game 2-0 as well against Jens. This might be a 3-0 map win streak so far for him in this decider stage.
But you talked to him earlier, and he sounded like he was a little bit more worried about Leon. So
yeah, I mean, it is kind of Korean tradition as well to be humble and to undersell sometimes. But yeah, he was going extreme. He said, I had zero confidence. I tried to, minimize it by saying not so much experience, but he said, no, zero confidence.
Oh, yeah.
So if that is zero confidence, I wonder what more confidence might look like. We will, of course, see Soin tomorrow. We know that much already. And we will see Leon as well. But it might not be through the upper bracket in the main event, though we will see both. Today, only 2 players will be eliminated in this decider stage.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this, and I think we might actually be getting to the next engage. Things are heating up, and we still have the level 2 Mountain King man. Compared to the level 5 TC, it breaks my heart.
Leon was at least able to build a big army, but the hero difference here is insane.
Good militia call as well, but we'll see if it helps.
First heat scroll had to be committed right away. Oh, that was the only one, by the way. There's no more to help against this AoE. Next shockwave comes in, huge damage. This is just a slaughter right now. Even the Wand of the Wind can be used successfully against the Archmage Blizzard. Leon is giving it his best, but he is just outnumbered.
And wait for it, we still have the book. Ah, and there it goes. Not even using the Book of the Dead. I was waiting for that one.
And that brings an end to our first map. Leon trying to be a little bit tricky, trying to be a little crafty on the first map there with the expo timing. We were kind of wondering what was going on there. Maybe Soin as well. We saw no tech for a long time. We saw no creeping on the Archmage either. Yep. Stuck on level 1 for really long, then pushed across the map. The defense footies were pretty cool. They bought a lot of time where the militia then had the opportunity to creep the natural, but it wasn't enough for the level 3.
Agreed.
Maybe if he could have found another way to creep one more green camp, get the level 2 earlier, have more of an Archmage threat, and then after that, bounce back to the expo, creep that, and then get level 3. If the AM hits an earlier timing with the level 3, if he's ahead of tempo with the Archmage, that could have been a very different story. But at the end of the day, Soin played this really, really well, and did look like the slightly better player there, I guess.
Agreed. And I mean, not to take any credit away from Leon, he did really well. And you just had a look at Soin's units, everything was red, he macroed everything back, and with that, it's so difficult to play this perfectly. He saw what he was doing, he counted properly, and hard game for Leon. But I'm rooting for the next one.
Yeah, something to learn from for map 2, certainly. This is going to be Leon's map pick then. It could be an entirely different strategy or more expo again. This comes down a lot to the map then. Some are viable for expansions, some are not. But in a game like this, perhaps you're going to feel a little discouraged from trying the strategy. In general, we've been seeing lots of one-base play in this matchup lately, with oftentimes a fast tech 2 farms, which makes you weak in the early game, but it gives you a fast MK. And a fast MK is worth a lot. If you can level him quickly, level 2, level 3, the MK has the potential to be the strongest hero on the field, but takes a while to come online. In this game, he never did. Stuck on level 1 forever, stuck on level 2 forever. That is always the saddest games for the Mountain.
Yeah, that really did hurt. And if you get him early, even if he's not the strongest, the pleasure of hunting down the headhunters, as long as you have defend footmen, every bolt is a kill, and that's something that Leon might be looking for now to make up for the last game and the way it went.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of MK first before, but I've heard many people say that it's kind of a hit or miss strategy. If the early game goes well, it looks like the most broken stuff ever. Just finding kill after kill, boot to speed, bash, level 4, boom, boom, boom. But if there's speed scrolls, the units are safe, the MK doesn't get the levels, he's stuck on low mana, no shop, then all of a sudden it's a way different story. The Archmage, the much preferred hero at the moment, the more reliable hero normally. Not so hard in the extremes. He doesn't just completely destroy the early game normally. He doesn't completely lose the early game normally. He is reliable, literally all reliable, which seems to be the hero of choice for almost everyone these days, playing human. Of course, with his ability of watermelons and militia creeping, humans have the ability to pull far ahead in the early creep game, which is why, of course, Orc has to play Farseer and go for harass early on. Blade Master really something we haven't seen in ages in this matchup.
Yeah, it's not very common against human these days, but luckily I won't have to suffer from the caster curse anymore.
We're going to see if there's going to be any caster curses in this as we get ready for map 2. And here we go. We're going to have map number 2, Soin versus Leon. And Tidehunters is our second map of preference. Soin in the top left, Leon in the bottom right. And, well, if you want to play Fast Expo, this is a good map for it. Quite the good map indeed. But if Soin is on point, then getting that thing up and running properly is also not going to be too easy. Soin may not feel too confident currently, but he has shown a really good performance up until now. Seems like he had a good night's sleep to get ready here to peak at the right time. We have the answer for the first heroes. Farseer and Archmage it is. And I have the honor of introducing another guest VIP caster, and that is Narbu. Narbu, good to have you on stream. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. What about you?
Nice. Give me a second. I'm just going to adjust the microphone. I have to move it a little bit closer to your mouth so we hear you nice and clear. All right, that should be good. How was your group stage going? How's your days been here so far?
Awful. I lost to Telius and yeah, and I'm out.
Okay. Well, I couldn't even play or win a single game, so I guess we're in the same boat there.
Exactly.
But Fidelius, good player, man. He made it into the top 8. Who would have thought?
Yeah, well, illusions are kind of imba though, no?
I've been hearing that. I gotta say, in FFA, they're looking pretty crazy. In 1v1, I haven't seen them be too insane yet. But this game, no illusion. It's gonna be a Farseer, of course. Orcs need to play this hero normally to put human on notice, to apply pressure early. While the Blade Master is a great late game hero, the Farseer is needed too much for early game strength. And what's Leon up to here, by the way? He cracked the small green camp. Now moving across the map, if he gets the exact green camp on the other side, that is perfectly enough for level 2. He's also threatening Soin a bit here, moving across the map. He could call Militia to creep level 2 that way. So there's a couple of options here that are available to Leon, and Soin has to react.
Yeah, I like this build way more than the game before. Like, basically you are not giving away the whole map like you do when you play expansion, right? And if you don't get your arcane up, you just lose so much economy, it doesn't even matter, like, the gold doesn't matter at this point. Because TC will be level 5 and you will be like level MK3 max, right?
Yeah, TC level 5 was quite the showstopper there in the previous game. Once again, we have Soin with a faster tech, by the way. Leon behind. He is going Blacksmith this time. He's going Rifles this time. He's going one base play.
What do you think? Do you prefer like double Sanctum or the rifle build? What do you think is better?
I like the rifle build more, especially if you can split your rifles against the TC. It seems to me like the mass cast is just so slow. If you ever get to 60 supply breakers, it's great, but it takes forever to get there. And also for creeping, it's so slow.
Yeah, that's true. And the MK with the right items, when you have the rifles and the right number, you can just one-shot the Farseer if he's not careful enough, right? This is good though. Look at this, he's cancelling the shop.
Yeah, shop is cancelled. We'll see how desperately the Farseer needs those items. Good thing for the Farseers, of course, he tanks with the wolves early. He isn't really hurt. There's some mana left, so
yeah, it's like
he doesn't need the shop that badly right now. But Soin has still a good lead on the tech timing. The TC comes out right away. No supply block there. Ideally, you would love to have a 2-farm tech and a faster Mountain King than TC as the human in this matchup, but for that we would have to skip the tower, and that's always a bit of a headache.
Yeah, right now it's Leon. I believe he should be creeping with Militia in the meantime, right? That's the meta in this matchup.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of humans have been doing lately, but Leon so far isn't. His lumber seems to allow for it. He's got a really good amount, almost 400. Pushing again to the main base, cancelling again the shop.
Yeah, those cancellations are really good. I think he's trying to get the timing push with the second hero, and he can actually do it. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get it. Look.
Oh, getting the Bestiary would be huge, would be a gigantic delay on the Raiders, on the Ensnare, would give him so much more space on the map.
Oh
How far along
getting it.
is that Bestiary? The right-click damage, is it enough?
Yeah, it is. Look, it's going down.
Oh, TC, considering the stomp, but
no, it's still going down. There's no way. Yeah.
Cannot save it. Leon here with a lot of sacrifice and a lot of work gets that one. That cost him all the footmen.
Oh my god.
But it might be well worth it. While Soin is
so greedy.
Already. Yeah, at the gold mine. I guess Leon right now really doesn't have much. All the footies are dead. Only a handful of rifles. MK still not out. And the TC is going to start creeping. TC might again get a big lead over this mountain.
So probably he's like thinking, I'm so far behind after those cancellations. I need to get some like sneaky play, and he's going for the expansion. Leon doesn't scout this. He can still win this game easy, right? With the double economy.
Once the MK is out, he really has to make sure he's going to find the proper time to creep it, though. By the way, Rifle's creeping the rest of the camp. Archmage on a secret mission behind
Oh
enemy
my God.
lines.
He's actually checking it. Oh.
Oh, and the replenishment is running, by the way.
He's gonna get it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the headhunters are too far away. That must be a
he's
cancel.
getting it. Oh my god, it's a perfect game by Leon actually. It's like really good. He's getting all the things done with just Archmage.
Oh, and Soin panicking a bit. He's coming up north with the TC, trying to save it. But if he doesn't save it, then he just wasted his time.
He's not even creeping the TC. Like MK is gonna get level 2 in the meantime. This is super good.
Wait, or can he save it?
Nah, there's no
Or
way.
can he save it?
Nah, there's no way. Come on, he's getting it. Yep.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna get it. And that's the worst of both worlds. Soin tried to save it, didn't get it,
Yeah.
could have been creeping in the meantime.
Yeah.
That didn't occur either. Yeah, that's a big swing going around Leon's way.
It's like Leon's dream game. Like usually you're always like half level ahead on TC levels, right? And right now he's behind after his camp. This is super good, and like there is no tier 2 units to be found.
A little bit unlucky here for Leon with the item. The Scourge Bone Chimes are useless for him. There would have been so many good items possibly, but couldn't get him. And now it's daytime. At daytime, the heal scroll becomes available, and Leon gets that one as well.
Oh my god.
And the invuln. Looks like Leon is getting everything this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically outplaying him, to be honest. Like, I didn't expect this, but he's outplaying Soin pretty hard this game. It's like, he's getting all things done with just one hero, and he's like outmaneuvering on the map. Usually it never happens, but he's playing really well. Like, Soin has no chance this game, to be honest, so far.
Absolutely. Really good game so far by Leon. Love to see him come alive. You know, Leon is a player who's been practicing a lot. He's been grinding super hard. He's been improving like crazy, but sometimes in the big time matches, the nerves get to him.
Yeah,
he doesn't play his best.
He always
gets
loses
a
his
bit
heroes.
nervous. Yeah.
Every single game. but he's...
Also the previous RaRaLands. In the final rounds, in the final decision, sometimes he would falter.
Yeah.
I guess the good thing here for Leon is he already has a weight off his shoulders because he's already in the top 12.
Yeah.
We don't know yet if it's upper bracket or lower bracket, but we will see him tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he's getting nervous sometimes, but this game is playing really well. I just hope he won't lose his hero randomly. But if he doesn't, like, this game is looking super good for him.
Yeah,
like,
this is outstanding. Looking outstanding so far. The Orc Expo isn't even done yet. MK got level 3, TC got level 3. Seems like both have what they want, sort of. But around 50 supply, I would favor this human army unless there's insane stomps. You have to look out for those.
Yeah, XP, like, expansion is not even done yet. Oh, but the focus, he has an angle though. Come on.
TC charging past the Mountain King, going for the back line. There's not too many priests here. They go down really quickly. The healing is being reduced. Heal scroll advantage, though, is on the human side. Still holding on to it for quite a while. Yeah, needs to pop it now after the next stomp. That stomp was beautiful. Heal scroll came in right after. TC, by the way, very tanky. He's got a bunch of rings here. It's all about mana now. The Scroll of the Beast is actually doing a lot of damage. On the back line, Headhunters, the Scroll of the Beast is doing a lot of damage indeed. And Leon, Leon is losing a lot of army at the moment.
He needs to move back right now. Like, the rifles were behind and they were getting hit by grunts for free all the time. It's not good. Oh, he's losing his scroll.
Oh,
no, come on,
using.
Oh my goodness.
That was.
I almost jinxed it. No.
Yeah, for real, dude. You can't do that. Leon losing his hero in the big match. It seemed like that fight was a little discombobulated. Not the best positioning there. The TC, though, well done. Got past the MK. And now the painful is when you lose positioning on the map and there's only one shot, you know the opponent's going to get the items. The TC now has the heal scroll, has the invuln. The next fight is going to be much more difficult for Leon.
Yeah, Leon has like 2 minutes to like do some serious damage, or he's gonna be so far behind that economically you cannot just come back from a game like that. It's kind of weird because it was looking so good up to the last fight, but the rifles were getting hit by grunts for free. He didn't kite them a little bit and spread them versus Stomp. Stomp was hitting everything. It was super good.
Yeah, I mean the TC should have been targeted more. He didn't have an invuln. He could have sniped him with the Stormbolt, pressure on him. But the rings there in the TC were really, really good.
Yeah, and he has no mana on MK.
Yeah.
No potion either.
One good clap, but that is the end of it. No more mana to be used. Heal scroll coming in. There's the Storm. There's the Focus Fire and the MK. Trying to pass an item. Oh, he got the invuln! Somehow.
Nice.
Alley-oop did over the Rifleman.
But I don't know how much it will matter though. He's diving into the rifle army, but diving might not be the best. Well, let's see. Like, Raiders are going down.
Watch Elementals here actually doing a good job. This game you have no Shaman because it was a fast expo, no Lodge. Priests now coming for healing are really, really helpful. Next heal scroll from the shop is so important.
Oh my god, no!
Archmage though, got with the end snare and he will not get away.
Oh, he's gonna lose the second hero too.
Right now we have Soin on the warpath on the way forward, looking for more and more murder. And one rifle after the next is going down. And Snare again on the Mountain King. He wants the big boy, or rather the little boy. The dwarf is gonna go once again under the ground, where I guess he belongs. And that is 2 heroes killed, and it might be the perfect day for Soin 2020 to fight his way into the upper bracket in the main event.
Kumba didn't prevail. It is what it is.
L4TC finding more and more juicy snacks.
I think he doesn't know he has an expansion, right? Because if he did, I mean, he does know. Yeah.
He did know.
GG.
Still tried his best. Couldn't quite turn that one around. So in there, really. It seemed like he was in a difficult spot after not an easy early game, but that was just beautifully done.
Yeah, honestly, I was expecting Soin to get stomped this game.
Yeah. Well done. I wonder if Leon also was feeling very confident there that he had a good chance. We would have to dissect that replay again in detail what went wrong, because he had the heal scroll, he had the inborn, he had MK level 3, he had a rifleman army with 50 supply. He seemed to have everything he needed. Maybe the priest count was a bit low.
Yeah.
He only had 2 priests. One of them went down right away, and then there's basically no healing left anymore.
I think in the last fight, the biggest issue was he ensnared all the rifles and then stomped all of them. He couldn't spread them enough. I think moving a little bit back and getting better stomps would win them the game. He plays so well, to be honest. I think that was the best Leon game I have seen in like months. That was like up to this fight, super good. He was outplaying him.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's going to be much to be learned there from Leon. I'm sure he already has ideas of how to improve. Of course, he's not done for the day yet. Leon will continue to play. No, wait. That's not true. Leon is done for the day, because he's now through, though, into the lower bracket. So he's going to be part of the main event, but he's going to be playing in the lower bracket, where Soin is going to be playing in the upper bracket. Later on, we're going to have the losers matches, where there is going to be a decision then. So basically, the way it works is 1 win is enough to get you through today. 2 wins is enough to get you into the upper bracket. But if you lose 2, then you're going to be out. And we're going to be out for now. Give it back to the couch.
Let's go Nidals.